What's up, yogis? Welcome to a 30-minute intermediate Zentric Vinyasa flow. We are going to go ahead and get started. Lay down on your mat. Let's just let the feet be on the floor, knees up in the air, arms out to your side. We're going to take 2 big breaths together. Big inhale through your nose. Big sigh, let it go. Good. One more big breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top and let it go. Good. So just right off the bat, let's let knees drop over to the right and chin to the left. Come back up to the middle and take it the other way. Knees to the left, chin to the right. So just move through these 2 movements, just side to side, your knees moving and your chin moving. I'm going to take this moment to tell you a little bit about what we're doing. 30 minutes today on your yoga mat. We're going to move through 2 swift flows, A and B sun salutations to get us nice and warmed up. We'll move into some standing postures, some foundational yoga poses for a sun salutation C. We'll hold those for about 5 breaths each. We'll wrap up with a little bit of core strength, some flexibility work, and then of course our Shavasana. Next breath, let the legs go long, let the arms go overhead. Let's get a big full body stretch. Open or spread those fingers, spread the toes, and then as you exhale, pull your right knee into your chest. Rotate that ankle. Good. Next breath in, get long. And then exhale, pull that left knee in. So just back and forth, side to side, just like this, y'all. You're going to inhale to get long, exhale to pull in a knee. And as we do this, let's just find that deep 3-part yoga breath. So every inhale, you want it to go all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. We're trying to fill up belly, ribs, and chest with that breath. We're trying to exhale belly, ribs, and chest with every breath. All right, so inhaling to full completion, exhaling to full completion. Next time you bring a knee in, let's pull both knees in. Rock side to side. Feel your low back pressing down, and then hands under your knees. Let's rock front to back, and then come all the way up, cross over those ankles, and let's find a child's pose. Let the knees open wide, let the hips sit back on your heels, let your arms go forward. And let's really think about feeling that 3-part yoga breath here. It's in and out through the nose, inhaling all the way down to the bottom of your lungs, filling up from belly button all the way to throat. When you exhale, exhaling through the nose, trying to get all that air out. Good. Next breath in, we're going to lift the heart. Let's come to all fours, onto hands, onto knees, and let's just do a few cat-cows. Inhale to arch your spine, look up, chin to the sky, belly's dropping. Exhale, round through your spine, chin to chest, push the floor away. Inhale, drop the belly again, looking up, shoulders back. Exhale, round your spine. Good. Then come back through the middle, and let's just roll to a modified side plank. So your right foot's going to go up behind you, left leg stretches out long behind you. Right arm stays down, left arm is in the air. Make some big circles in the air with this left arm, like a helicopter blade overhead. And then let's let that left arm reach overhead so your bicep is by your ear. Lift your left leg, get long through your left side, and then bend your left knee. See if you can reach back, left hand to left foot. Push the floor away with that right hand. Push your left foot into your left hand. Push your hips forward. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, release that hand, that foot. Let's come back to all fours to switch sides. So that left hand and left knee are down. Your left foot's behind you, so to help you balance, right leg goes out. Open that right arm up to the sky. Make some circles. It's a great way to just see how you're feeling. Nice and warm, nice and slow warm up here. And let your right arm go overhead. Lift those right toes, get long. And as you exhale, see if we can take that knee, bend it, take that foot into the hand, push the foot in the hand. Push that left hand down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, hand down and knee down. Let's go ahead, tuck toes. Find our first downward dog. Oh, that feels so nice. It's been a little bit since I've done a down dog. I haven't done one today. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. In that first downward dog, you're just exploring. So just pedal the heels. Notice your hamstrings, your Achilles tendons. Pull your belly button in toward your spine. You want to suck in that belly. And then spread your palms, spread your fingers, push down through the palms. Let your head hang heavy. And then just look forward. We're going to bend the knees, lower those knees so you're in like a hovering child's pose. Good, and then from here, straighten those legs. Let's go right into plank. We're gonna do that one more time. You're going into that child's pose, a lot of core strength there, and then exhale into your plank. Lower all the way down to the ground for this first round of sun salutes. You're gonna let your chest, your hips, your thighs hit, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. And as you exhale, chest goes down, tuck your toes, hips to heels, little down dog or little child's pose before we lift the knees into that next down dog. Good, head hangs heavy, deep, full breath. In and out through the nose unless you're taking one of those clearing breaths. Good, and then from here again, we're gonna bend those knees so you're hovering those knees, child's pose, hover, and then into your plank pose. Let's lower halfway this time or all the way if you need to. Upward facing dog, shoulders back, chin up. Exhale, roll over those toes this time, downward facing dog. So as we move on, you can take any of those, any style of vinyasa that you like. Vinyasa is just what we say when we're moving from plank pose to down dog. We're gonna do just what we did one more time. You can take that cobra or that up dog. We're gonna lower those knees so they're 1 inch from the ground, that hovering child's. Inhale to your plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Good. Once you get to here, to your down dog, let's take a nice big clearing breath again. So big inhale through your nose. Huge sigh, let it go. Good. Now look toward the top of your mat and let's take feet to the hands. A big step or a walk, whatever feels right for you. We're going to lift up halfway. And as you exhale, fold down all the way, chest towards your thighs. Then bend your knees. Let's find a chair, fingertips reaching toward the sky. And as you exhale, we're gonna open arm twist to the right. Right fingers reaching back, left fingers are forward. Inhale, arms back up through the center. Exhale, twist the other way. Left hand back, right fingers toward the front. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, plant the palms. We're gonna take that vinyasa again. You lower halfway or all the way. Up dog or cobra, downward dog. Let's pop that right foot forward. Let's come right into warrior one. Arms reaching up, hips nice and low. Let's exhale, open out warrior two. Right fingers forward, left fingers back. And then let's let the hands come behind you. Let's take a humble warrior. Interlace those hands, lean back, take a breath in. And as you exhale, take your head down toward the floor on the inside of that right foot. It's a humble warrior. And then dragonfly. Exhale that left hand down, right arm to the sky. Spin onto the ball of the back foot. Breathe. Then exhale that right hand down. Step your foot back, lower. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. Step your right foot forward. Let's take that back foot flat. Inhale for your warrior one. Exhale for your warrior two. Interlace those hands, lean back, heart up. Exhale, humble warrior, head toward the floor on the inside of that left foot. And dragonfly, release that right hand to the ground. Peel that left arm to the sky, look up, take a breath. Exhale, left hand down. Step the foot back, lower halfway or all the way. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths right here. Let the head hang, y'all. Connect again with deep breath. Connect with some gratitude. Happy and healthy. Happy to be here. Healthy enough to be here. I'm grateful I get to spend some time on my mat today. Grateful I get to spend it with you. Look forward. Let's take that hopper step to the top of the mat. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Drop those hips, lift those fingertips. Chair pose. Exhale, twist it to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist it to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift up. Exhale, chaturanga. Maybe you hop your feet this time. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog right away. Step that right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, interlace those hands behind you, lean it back, heart up. Exhale, humble warrior. Release those fingertips. Left hand down, right arm up, dragonfly. And exhale, right hand down, vinyasa. And that left foot steps forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Interlace those hands. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, forward down. And then dragonfly, right hand down, left arm to the sky. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand down, vinyasa. Once you get to your downward facing dog, I want you to make a decision, all right? Really checking in with how you feel. Maybe you need a child's pose. Maybe you need a plank pose. Maybe you've got a lot of energy today. Or maybe you just hang out in down dog for one more cycle of breath. We're gonna actually be here for 3 more breaths. Head hanging, breath deep. Good, one more breath. If you can come back to down dog, do so. If you need more time where you're at, no problem, no problem. All right, but from here, we're just gonna look forward, take your feet to that space between your hands. Once you get there, open your feet hips distance. Take your first 2 fingers, your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, bring your chest toward your thighs, head hangs heavy, let your shoulders pull away from your ears. So we don't want the shoulders to collapse down. We don't want to crunch up the back of our neck. We want length, we want space. We want breath. We want focus, we want awareness. You are training your brain just as much as you're training your body here. Inhale, lift up halfway. Release those fingertips. And then from here, bring those feet all the way back together. All right, so ankles and toes are touching. Fingertips are right on the floor beneath you. So you can bend your knees if you need to. You can always take a couple blocks right under the fingertips if you have tight hamstrings. From here, we're just gonna lift up that left leg. So your right leg stays down. All right, so that left leg is lifted up. And let the left fingertips stay where they are. Let your right hand come to your right hip. Okay, so really engage through that back leg, push that heel back, and lift that right arm to the sky. This is revolved half moon. All right, so the top of your head is reaching forward. Think about your spine getting longer. The top arms, your right arm, right fingertips reaching to the sky. Back heel pressing back, toes are down. Good, one more breath right here. Then as you exhale, let that right hand come down. We're gonna go right into curtsy squat. So front knee, your right knee is gonna bend. Your back knee is gonna bend too, and that knee is just gonna very lightly touch that right calf. Call it a curtsy squat. Some people call it a Shiva squat. I feel like the first time you hear something called something is what you always call it. And I first heard it called a curtsy squat, but now all the new kids are saying Shiva. Shiva's kind of cooler. You can let the fingertips come to the heart. Or the fingertips can stay down. Then we're going right into Thunderbolt here, y'all. Take the left toes to the back of your mat and let those fingertips reach back. Okay, so the top of your head is reaching forward. I want you to lift the arms high, all right? So like you're trying to pull your shoulder blades together. Bend that front knee, push strongly through your back heel. Don't let your right hip flare out. I want you to pull it inward toward the middle of your mat, as if your legs were together and you're trying to pull your inner thighs toward one another. Lengthen through the back of your neck. Make sure your core is engaged. Make sure you're engaging that 3-part yoga breath, belly, ribs, and chest. Exhale all your air, y'all. Empty your lungs. So your next breath in is gonna feel amazing. We go sky archer. Oh. So your front leg straightens. Your right hand, your left hand, it grabs your right wrist and you're pulling your right side open. You can grab opposite elbows if that is part of your practice. If you can grab those elbows, awesome. You can let your head rest on your left bicep Just leaning back. This is a side bend. Should feel pretty good after you had that leg straight for or bent for so long. Lean it back, lean it back, lean it back, and then exhale. Open your arms up. Let's find triangle. Right fingers are gonna reach, and then bring your hand down to your shin. Maybe it slides down to your ankle. You're gonna let that chest open to the sky. Back foot, push it down. Left fingers reaching up, look up toward that top thumb. Kneecaps pulling into the thigh. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good. There's a little bit of a twist of your chest upward. You can use that bottom hand as some leverage. Good, then look down. We are gonna take hands down to the ground on either side of that front foot. Step up with your back foot. So we're moving into pyramid pose, so we want to be on train tracks, little tiny train tracks, not a tightrope. All right, so right foot's gonna move over to the right slightly. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale, start to fold, head towards your shin. Shoulders pull away from your ears, neck is long. Really push down through that front foot as you pull your right hip back. Find your Durga breath. Presence is in that deep breath. Good, then lift that heart. We're gonna bend that front knee, walk those fingers forward. And then we started with our revolved half moon. We're gonna end this sequence with half moon. So no revolving to it. You're gonna let that left hip start to stack on top of the right. Let the left hand come to the left hip. Lift that top leg, that's your left leg. And your right hand is on the floor or a block underneath your right shoulder. Maybe left fingertips can go to the sky. Lots of things we can do here. We can bend that top leg, hand can grab the foot. You can also say, no thanks, I'm fine, I don't want to add on. Right, or you can even let the bottom hand float. Fingertips a little bit away from the ground. One more breath here. And as you exhale, let that left hand come down. We're gonna sit down. Let the knee come to the outside of your right pinky toe. All right, so moving into a seated twist with your right foot on the outside of your left thigh. Right fingertips behind you. Inhale to get long. Exhale, elbow comes to the outside of your right knee. Use that leverage, twist. Push that left tricep into your right thigh. Use that right hand to stabilize you so that you can twist, look over your right shoulder. And of course, your deep breath is your best, your closest companion in your yoga practice, in any kind of yoga practice, really. It's kind of like that old saying, if a tree falls in a forest, but there's nobody to hear it, does it make a sound? Well, I would ask, if you're not breathing in a yoga class, is it yoga? Twist, 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 twist as you exhale. And inhale, open up, twist the other way, opening your heart. Oh, so nice. Unwind those legs. Let's find Navasana. It's a boat pose. All right, a lot of core strength right here. You can let the knees bend. If they are bent, let the shins be parallel to the floor, like you could set something on top of there, like a pizza or a plate or something, all right? Let the heart pull forward. We don't want to hunch. We want to be proud. Shoulders down, neck long. Full expression of this pose is your legs are straight. You do you though, all right? You do you, boo. Whatever works for you. We're gonna take it into low boat. So this is high, this is Navasana. This is low boat, like a canoe. Right, we're gonna come back up to your high boat. I suggest bending your knees when you do that, then you can straighten them if you want to. Let's go back down to low, all right? We're gonna do that for a total of 5. So that was 1, 2, back to low, back to high 3, go to low, back to high 4, go to low, back to high 5. Cross your ankles, roll over those knees, take yourself a vinyasa. Once you get back to your down dog, we're taking a clearing breath. Inhale deep and full. Exhale, let it go. Good, look forward. We're taking that journey to the top of the mat again. You can walk it, step it, crawl it, whatever works. Once you get there, we're gonna inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down all the way. Good. And then again, we're gonna lift our heart halfway up, let those fingertips come out forward so that they stay right under the shoulders. And we're gonna keep that left foot down this time, let that right leg lift out toward the wall behind you. Gonna let the right fingertips stay down, switch all the way to that left foot and start to pick the left fingertips up into the sky. You can start with that hand on the hip if that works better for you and your balance. But full expression as that arm comes up to the sky. You can keep your gaze down, or maybe it's up, whatever works. See what you can do. All right, we're lifting those fingertips. We don't want our heart to be crashing down. We want to lift, right? So that right arm straight, top of the head reaching forward, back heel pressing back, heels down, belly so engaged. You are awake, you are alive. And then from here, take left fingertips down. Let's find that curtsy squat, or that Shiva squat, I should say. You're gonna bend your left leg and then take that right knee and just tap your left calf, okay? It's not really touching it a whole lot. It's a little light touch. Palms, fingers stay down, or palms come to the heart. Shiva squat, I'm shaking here, y'all. Are you shaking? Shoulders back, belly in. Deep breath here. Exhale, thunderbolt. So you've got lunge legs here, okay? So your right toes are back. You're on your back toe, so your heel is lifted. Your front knee has a 90-degree bend. Your shoulders are pulling back. Your heart is hovering about 6 to 8 inches above that left thigh. It's so tempting to like let your chest just crash down. Don't do that. Don't do it. Pull those shoulder blades together. Reach your fingertips back, chin in towards your chest, top of your head reaching. Deep, deep breathing. Deep, deep yoga breath, present mind. Happy spirit. One more breath. Exhale all that air. Next inhale is your sky archer. Oh gosh, should feel pretty good after everything we just did on that left leg. This is your little take a break pose, right? So let those elbows bend. You can let that right hand just grab that forearm or wrist and pull yourself open. If you can grab opposite elbows, it kind of helps to open the shoulders and the chest. You lean back. Where do you feel this? I love this one. This is one of those poses I could stay in for a long time. We all have those poses that we prefer, right? You're still working here though. Your legs are engaged, kneecaps lifting up. Good, lean it back, lean it back, lean it back. And then as you exhale, open those arms out at a T. Reach your left fingers forward. Let's come into that triangle. Your Utthita Trikonasana. Hand goes to the shin, maybe sliding down to ankle or foot. Right fingers up. Back heel pressing down. And look up toward that top thumb if you can. All right, so this is a neck, this is cervical spine mobility, flexibility here too. Think about what your neck is doing, right? So we're trying to get the whole spine essentially in line from tailbone all the way to the base of your skull, right? So that's a long line, there's power. You are lengthening through the spine, creating space between your discs. And then a little twist here of your neck, chin toward the sky, cervical spine, mobility. Thank you, yoga. Last breath. Exhale, the hands go down. All right, so moving into that pyramid pose, you're gonna take that back foot, step it forward. All toes facing forward, left hip pulls back, lift your heart, and exhale, head down. So legs are still active. If you want to make this more intense, which I know some of you might, you could lift those fingers up toward the sky. All right, so pretty much, I'm gonna not do that today. Pretty much every pose, we can always take a little step further. And you can always take a little step back. If you wanted to back off of this pose, you could bend that front leg a little bit or be on blocks. All right, last breath here. If you let those hands lift up, go ahead, put them back down. Let's inhale to lift the heart, and we're gonna bend that front knee, walk those hands forward. Lift up your right leg. Okay, so moving into that half moon, you're gonna start to stack that right hip on top of the left. And then start to peel those right fingertips off the ground. Maybe they go to the right hip to start. Power up that back leg, lift it high, and then maybe fingertips go to the sky. Here's a cool trick. If you let your hands stay at your hip and then take your eyes up, fingers go up. And you can feel a little more balance there. Whereas if you immediately take your hand up and then take your gaze up without your hand on your hip first, you're a little less stable. Hashtag yoga tricks. Hashtag I've been doing this a long time, my friends. I got all sorts of little tricks. One more breath. Let the top of the head reach forward. And then release, hands to the ground. Let's find that twist on this side. So your knee is gonna land on the floor outside that left pinky toe. Left finger's behind you, right arm up. Let's twist. Tricep to the outside of that thigh. Left hand is your leverage. Again, you're twisting in your lower spine, your mid spine too, and your cervical spine, all right? That's your neck. Chin's toward that left shoulder. Good, twist, 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 twist. Inhale and untwist, counter twist the other way. Oh, I just popped. And then unwind. Come to laying down on your back with your legs in the sky. Don't worry, we're not resting just yet. All right, let those arms come down by your side. Let the fingers reach forward and lift those arms so they're about 2 inches from the floor. Pull your toes back toward your face. Lower your right leg so that it's hovering about 2 inches from the ground. And inhale, lift your heart. All right, so your feet are flexed. Your head is trying to touch your left knee. Your belly button is pulling down, your fingers are reaching forward, and your shoulder blades are nowhere near the floor. Breathe. So this is not a ton of sit-ups. It's not a bunch of crunches, but y'all, this works for core strength, and you gotta have your core strength. Core strength supports everything you do. Bending over to, I don't know, pick up something off the ground, to bend over to pick up a kid or a dog. Switch your legs. Heels are pressing, toes are pulling back. I know you wanna touch this leg. Do not touch the leg, don't do it. Honor system. Shoulders down, heels pressing. Breath deepening. You can do this for one more breath, y'all. Big breath in. Big breath all the way out. And knees to chest, relax. Ooh. All right, let's go into camel, y'all. Let those ankles cross. We're gonna come all the way up. We're gonna find our way to a kneeling position. Just gonna open up the front body with a little camel. So feet are hip distance behind you. Fingertips go, hands go to your low back, fingers facing up, elbows in. Let your heart start to go back. All right, so your hips press forward. You can stay right here. You don't have to move at all. Or maybe your chin starts to go up. You look straight up. And then maybe hands go to the heels. Here's a trick. Tuck your toes. Your heels are closer. Just gonna lean it back, drop your head back. Breathe into that space between your collarbones. Take that deep breath. Hands back to the low back, and you come all the way back up, hips to heels. Let those hips go to the side, bring your feet forward. Soles of the feet together. Let those feet go away from you. Take a breath. As you exhale, let your head come toward your feet and around. So rounding your spine is the opposite movement from that back bend. Just notice again your breath. Let that come back into super focus. The sensation of your breath, the texture, the speed. Maybe it's choppy or maybe it's a little smooth. Good. Inhale to lift your heart. Let's walk those hands back. Let the knees come back together. Let's come to laying down on our backs for those last 2 twists we love to do here at the end. Always we twist at the end. Just make sure our low back is taken care of. So knees are in. We're going to let knees fall over to the right, chin over to the left. And then coming back through the center, take the knees over to the left and the chin over to the right. Back to the center. Let the feet go to the mat as wide as the mat. And let knees drop right and left. Those windshield wipers. It's a nice little drizzle. Good. And then check in with your low back if it's okay. You can let those legs slide out long on the mat. If low back needs some extra love, feet stay planted. Let's take our last breath together here. Deep inhale, your belly, your ribs, your chest, fill it up all the way. Pull in a little more, a little more. Let it go. At least 2 minutes to let the cortisol in your body start to shake out, to flush out, to let all of this energy in your body start to settle. And let the yoga do its magic. 2 minutes in Shavasana at least, my friends. Good work today. Namaste.